Okay, time for part 2. Come join me. In this segment of the video, we're going to be using an Anubias nana plant that I picked up from Big Al's, and we're going to divide it into 3 separate pieces and spread it out within the terrarium. Once the Anubias plant's been divided, we're going to be spreading them out inside the terrarium. This one, as you can see, I'm placing it within the hole of the tree trunk, just to add a little bit more flair and life, so you don't just have moss all over the place. Right beside my house, found a patch of moss that we can use as a specimen. Look at that. This lifts right through. So I'm gonna just cut right through that. Just like carpet. Look. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna wash it. So what I don't want is having contamination. To what we got. So I'm just using this distilled water to clean it. Getting the mud out. This came from my yard and it should be okay. And we're gonna do a little bit of rinsing. This is distilled water. Just gonna try to get the mud out. Okay, back inside, I've now added the plants, flooded the terrarium with distilled water, just to get the moisture levels up before we add the moss. Now, if you're wondering why I drenched the terrarium with water, well, that's because once you add the moss, you want it to settle in nicely. You don't want the soil to be separate, and by adding a lot more moisture to the tank, it makes it easier for the moss to merge between the 2 layers. Some of the challenges that I found putting this together was really deciding where the moss goes. Now, one big tip I'll suggest is go for the details, guys. It's all about the details. Having to place the moss in strategic areas where you'd probably not expect, like small nooks and crevices. It's all about the details. And trust me, once it's complete, it'll look really, really nice. Day 13, I've added moss on top of the tree trunk. Made the moisture levels go up again, just to help out with the moss that's been recently added. And now we wait. Now, originally I wanted to create only two parts for this video, but now I've discovered the moss fairy on Etsy, and I'm going to be adding about 6 to 7 more new types of moss onto the mossarium in the next little bit. So come join me for part 3 after this video. Okay, so 2 weeks have passed, guys. Little update on the mossarium. It looks booming. It's alive. It's green. The plants I added have now sprouted these budlets that are just reaching out. Looks like they're trying to get out. Yeah, everything looked good. The moss is green. Everything looks alive. But good news, the Moss Fairies package just arrived, and we're going to be adding that momentarily. So come join me for part 3 right after this video. Thanks for watching.